things. Let's talk about somebody whose star is on the rise, Serena Deeb. Now, I know that we've talked about Serena in the past. She was kind of featured as a good hand in previous Dynamite episodes. Really, I always kind of was looking at Serena as somebody who's really proven as a veteran presence. She is one of those people who knows how to do the little things right. I'm a big fan. I'm genuinely surprised that she walked in as the NWA champion. She did cut a little backstage promo that highlighted the respect of the NWA title, and it wasn't anything that will convince people that Serena Deeb is like a superstar or larger than life star. It was kind of it was ho hum. She talked a little bit about the respect of the legacy of the NWA title and things like that. But it was a really good feel good moment for somebody who has kind of always been cast aside as a good in-ring performer, but never good enough to be put over. And I think that this was a really great opportunity for us to see what she's capable of. What was your takeaway from this match, SPD? Is this one going to get an elite or delete from you? I know you're a huge women's wrestling fan. Was Serena Deeb able to get an elite out of you?
So the match itself actually was pretty entertaining. Once again, it falls to the fact of the whole commercial break losing momentum, in my opinion. That's the hardest part. There was not as much sloppiness that I'm used to seeing in the women's division. It was a smooth match, polished match. That being said, this one is not going to be the one that changes me.
Oh, damn it!
I knew it.
But it was a teetering. For what it's worth, it had my attention most of the time, and
that speaks volumes already.
And I'm excited to see more of her. The whole title, the NWA, like I don't know. I have really mixed emotions about cross promotion titles in AEW. We'll talk about it later with Kenny showing the belt and then the NWA. I don't know. I just have mixed feelings about that. But anyways, it's a delete for me.
Zepp, what about you, man?
Yeah, you can leave it up, man. Delete for me. The promo was one. I don't want to rag on people, but this promo did her no favors. I'm actually really surprised they aired this because just without it was better than with it by such a large margin. I don't know. The pausing. I know she hopped on a plane and traveled on really short notice, and I feel like then all of a sudden she's got to cut a promo without really maybe putting a ton of thought into it, on the fly, and it just was I don't know. The pauses seemed a little unnatural, and once she's in the ring, I think she's an awesome worker, in great shape. I know she's had a long journey to this moment. So once she's in the ring, I think she's awesome, and I'm glad to see her there. But overall, delete for me just because it started as kind of this, I don't know. It missed for me. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It just missed for me.
I hear you. I want to give the benefit of the doubt. I want to root for her because you do know her journey. It wasn't easy for her to get here, and she clearly has put in the work. That promo, I think you would have been right, Nate. They would have benefited from editing that out. There really was. I mean, I understand needing to introduce her as the newly crowned NWA Women's Champion, but it just was. It was a very awkward promo.
That's one you expect to take two on, basically, right?
Yeah.
We've done it here before. We did it earlier today, to be honest.
Yeah, it happens, guys. It happens, right? No, sometimes you're just not on your game, and I get that. But where Serena Deeb shines is in the ring. And,
big time.
She's incredibly polished in the ring. I think it's noteworthy that SPD highlighted that this match felt smooth. That there weren't those awkward pauses. And I think that's where Serena really is unique. She's one of the few that I think especially in today's day and age where everybody's sort of trying to do these huge spot fests and chain wrestling and all this fancy stuff. Mm-hmm. Serena does a really great job of making the match flow well. when she's transitioning between moves, whether like she's waiting for an opponent to come do a move to her, it doesn't feel awkward. It doesn't feel like she's waiting for things to happen. She has a nice feel for the business. And I think that is a real testimony to her, and it's understanding why she's been selected to be a coach for other people before in their careers, because she knows the ins and outs. She emotes really well in the ring. I feel like Serena is one of the better actual in-ring performers that AEW's showcased in the women's division thus far. That said, it's really hard to give a segment an elite when there's such a lacking portion when it comes to the personality side. Leyla Hirsch, I didn't know anything about her going into this matchup, so there were a lot of people who were kind of mocking her online because she is quite short. So I did go back and I looked at some stuff. I watched some of her matches going before the Dynamite tonight just to kind of get a feel for her. She does a lot of intergender wrestling. And, she comes from Russia, and she does have like sort of a badass vibe to her. And I think that those two worked really well together in the ring. It's a testimony to like their ability to be technical and to work well off of each other. But the overall presentation of this match, I didn't realize how short Leyla looked. It's unfortunate. You have two performers that just have two big handicaps that are going to have a hard time getting over the hump, with Serena's struggles on the mic and Layla's just physical, like, it's just a shame, right? She's a tank, but she's just short, and it's hard to believe somebody like is going to be a Dynamite star when they don't reach the top rope. So it's a delete for me too, man. It's a shame. I don't like giving deletes like that, but it's a delete all across the board, clean sweep.
Well, Mike, I have an elite for you. I just want to let you know. You said that she emotes well in the ring.
Yeah.
Sean, put an elite up for Mike.
All right.
Something I got to talk about here. I didn't know what emotes meant, so I looked it up over here. So for our Dynamite download fans, emote, verb, to portray emotion in a theatrical manner. Big word, Crayfish over here, dropping knowledge on us and teaching us things along the way. Elite for you, good sir.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad to be able to drop some knowledge, and please use that going forward. It's a good word. It's a great word.